All right, it's time to welcome in ESPN 1450's Jared Jesselaitis and Randy Jones. They called tonight's Central Catholic versus Sheridan game. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Our drive, we really appreciate it. First things first.
Anything for you, buddy.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. First things first, yet another week that CC starts from behind.
Yeah, and yet another week that they find a way to respond in the second and in the third quarters. A fantastic job. You know, this is the Sheridan team just pounded the ball all night long, but they finally figured it out in the second half. And big ups to Andrew Huberts tonight. We didn't know he was going to play or not. He was fantastic punting the football. Not too often you get to give props to a punter, but he had 3 really good ones tonight.
Well, one big thing in this game, from what I see, is that Central Catholic played good defense, holding them to 3 points. Big reason for that, Ross Corcoran really stepped up tonight, didn't he?
I thought the defense played really well tonight. They were on the field a long time. They made a lot of stops. They had the ball a long time. Sheridan did tonight, a long time. And the defense held together. I mean, they only scored 3 points. And you had, one guy or 2 guys running a lot of yards tonight. So the defense, I thought, did an excellent job.
You stealing a little bit of my thunder here, talking about Andrew Huberts ahead of time. Down the stretch, 2 punts inside the 5, especially one inside the 3 with about a minute to play. That was a big play in this game.
Yeah, when he had 3 inside the 4-yard line, those last 2 were really critical because when you took a look at Sheridan, it was pretty obvious that they had trouble throwing the ball tonight. They're not a typical passing team, and it was going to take time for them to march down the length of the field because they just weren't ripping off like 20 yards, 30 yards at a time, 4 or 5 yards, really hard-fought yards. It ate up a lot of the clock, and the 10-point lead, they just didn't have the time to make it down the field. And great job to Andrew for pinning them back there and giving the defense a chance.
We have just a few seconds here. Cecina did beat Linton tonight, 17-14 in overtime. How's CC go get this done?
CC's got to play a complete game on offense and on defense. They got to get a little quicker start on offense when they play in that state championship. A little slow last week in the first quarter, a little slow this week in the first quarter. Next week, they've got to have a complete game and score first.
Oh, heck, maybe they actually get to play in the second half then. I mean, it's always been, they jump out the huge leads early in Lucas Oil, and then, by the second half, you're like, oh, what kind of a game we're going to have left here? Maybe they'll make it a little bit interesting, but I'm sure CC will be CC, and they'll win easily by double digits again.
There's the prediction. Jared and
is.
Randy, thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate it. That'll do it for tonight's edition of the Friday Night Frenzy. For bonus-related video from tonight's games, visit our website at WLFI.com.
Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.